Hi everyone, welcome to Health Promotion's Wellness Wednesday Tip. I'm Alicia Perry, Manager of Health Promotion at 19 Wing Comox. For today's tip, we're going to talk briefly about goal setting. So we're about 3 months in from making adjustments to our life due to COVID-19, whether that's your work life, your home life, working remotely, working at work with new conditions. For some of us, we're still struggling with what that new reality looks like for us and how to navigate through it. For some people, maybe they started off this pandemic with a really lofty goal, or they set a goal during the pandemic, or maybe you're looking to set a new goal moving forward. Now is a good time to look at our goals and evaluate if they are SMART goals. So many of us are experiencing new stressors due to COVID-19, and if you set out with a goal at the start of this pandemic, or you had one even before the pandemic started, don't feel guilty that you haven't achieved it. It's a great time to look at that goal, reflect back. Maybe you have to make some adjustments to it so it's a SMART goal. Sometimes when we set goals for ourselves, we can tend to go for these really lofty goals that aren't overly specific. Things like eat better, get in shape, read more books. The hard thing with these really lofty goals is that we can't really measure it. How do we know if we actually got there? Are they actually achievable and realistic? And how do we know how much further we have to go and if we've actually met this goal? So you may have heard of something called a SMART goal. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable or attainable, realistic or relevant, and time-bound or time-sensitive. So if you set a goal for yourself, reflect on if it's a SMART goal. It's also important to think about what is the actual goal that you're trying to accomplish. Why is this goal important to you? Is there anyone that will help you accomplish this goal? How exactly will you accomplish it? And is there a timeline of when you would like to accomplish this goal by? When we set lofty goals for ourselves like get in shape or lose weight, these are not overly specific, and the way that we measure them, typically numbers on a scale, is not overly indicative of our actual overall health. So I might try reframing this goal as an actual behavior change. So for this example, I may say, walk for 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next 2 months. So that's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's realistic, and it's time sensitive. There's a timeline set to it. If you have a large goal, try reframing it into smaller bites, which may make it more achievable. And if you have small wins along the way, it may help you continue on to that larger goal. If you're struggling to set a goal, start small. Maybe you focus on one activity to do for the next month. Some examples may include going outside for 10 minutes every day to get some fresh air, or taking a walk with your family or your spouse, or on your own without technology, or saying a positive affirmation or phrase to yourself before you go to sleep every night. Maybe it's not looking at your phone for 1 hour before bed every night, or 3 times a week you fill half your plate with fruits and veggies. So starting with that small goal, something that's easy to achieve, it's specific, it's measurable, it's realistic, and it's a 1 month time frame, so it's time bound. If you set a goal and you haven't reached it yet, you haven't failed at that goal, you just haven't completed it. Now may be a good time to reflect on that goal and see if it's a SMART goal. We have these new realities of life and interruptions and new obstacles that we have to find our way around, and it's okay if we haven't reached that goal yet. Now is a good time to evaluate it, look at if it's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, and restructure some of those goals and set new goals moving forward. We have a new reality of life, and we just need to make some adjustments to help us achieve those goals. Thanks for tuning in to Health Promotion's Wellness Wednesday Tip. If you have any questions about goal setting, please let me know. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.